Hey guys, it's Damien. How are you guys doing tonight? I've got a couple of videos I wanted to put up this evening. Wanted to start this video was actually in response to some questions that I received through some of my subscribers and through some emails that I have through our company site. To answer a question I just got recently, a gentleman in California has a brick and mortar traditional bakery, has a retail storefront, if you will, and he was asking about selling his products online, and if that would be something that would be feasible, is it profitable, et cetera, et cetera. My answer to that would be absolutely 100% yes, it is. That is how we started. Before I had my online business, I owned and operated an Italian bakery, and we had about 40 different cookies. We did pastries. We also had panini sandwiches, gelato ice cream, and the whole 9 yards, and we made everything fresh in-house. So before I did this type of business through the internet, we actually had a retail brick and mortar business. So I've experienced that, and I know how that works and how that operates, the good things, the good side and the bad sides. Before, of course, if you don't know much about me, before I did this business, I was in the retail food business for about 22 years. And then went to college, have my degree, just have a degree in the back there for marketing. And I now own and operate several stores online. My wife and I started from scratch with an eBay store. We only had about a dozen or so items. We now have over 600 items. 400 or plus of those items are items that we actually make ourselves. And we've had extremely large amount of success. It has taken a lot of time and effort to build it up to where we are, but it is successful and it is doable. So really quick, the pros and the cons. The good thing about having an online presence is that you can sell a product or service no matter what it is. You can sell it to the whole planet. Really, you can. I've actually shipped my products to 15 countries around the world using just Etsy alone. Our Etsy store averages over 400 to 500 views a day. And we make with all of our stores that we have online, of course, our company site as well, we this year, in excess of 6 figures we'll be doing this year. Again, I'm not really into getting into numbers. I don't like to talk about numbers, but I can tell you that I make a very good living and a very good lifestyle doing what I do. I have a lot of time with my family, and I do make a very, very good profit in what I do and what I make. So the question is, how can I turn a business that is a brick and mortar if I'm not familiar with the online retail? If I don't have a website that's really an e-commerce website, a lot of times people will establish retail storefronts and then have a website that's more informative than it is e-commerce. There is a difference. When I developed my own website, again, I did that all by myself. I created the website on Weebly. Hold on one second. Actually, I have some cookies that I have to take out of the oven. Hold on one second. Okay, and there we go again. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so where was I? Oh, okay. I was talking about having a brick and mortar. Yeah, so if you have a traditional retail storefront and you're not familiar with having a website that's e-commerce, where people can buy your products on a website, and it's not just an informative website, the direction I would recommend you go first is to establish an account on eBay or on Etsy and start selling there. Jumping directly into Amazon, to be honest with you, is a bit of it's a lot of stuff that you need to learn about and to know about how Amazon works with their analytics, with their algorithms, understanding how your orders are timed, how everything that you do is monitored, and not in a bad way. It's just that there's a lot of stuff that you should learn first. So giving yourself an opportunity to get onto like Etsy or eBay, it's a much more simpler platform to sell on. It'll give you a chance to also interact and experience how it is by selling on those sites before you actually open your own e-commerce site. I sold on eBay first. We had about 12 items, and then that expanded to about 100 items. Then from there, I opened up my storefront on Weebly, and then went to Etsy, and then went to Amazon. We've also sold on Bonanza. So experiencing eBay was fantastic. Moving on to Etsy was really great, and it's a good way to kind of get a little bit of experience in selling online. The great thing is that by selling on these existing platforms, you don't have to worry about search engine optimization and all that good stuff when it comes to your own site. They have built-in customers in the sense that people go to eBay to shop, millions and millions of customers. And of course, Amazon is the biggest of them all. So if you have a storefront, here's the first couple things I would recommend. So you have a bakery and you've got a handful of, let's say, cookies that you want to sell and ship. Number one, don't doubt yourself that you can sell your product online. You have to believe in your product and believe in yourself. Now, that may sound kind of elementary, but to tell you the truth, a lot of people don't try to get into a business selling a food product or mass producing a recipe because they have a fear that, you know what, everybody sells cookies. How am I going to sell mine? I never thought that for one moment, one iota. I knew that I had a product that I believed in and I would sell it. That doesn't mean I knew I would have a product that I believed in and I would sell 1 million of them in a week. That's not what I thought. But I did think that I could sell it, make a profit, and try it again and sell it again. So we started with 15 items, expanded and exploded to 600 items now. And we sell a lot of product. And the cookies, no matter if you're making cookies, if you're making chocolate-covered pretzels, we also offer those. But again, I didn't invent the chocolate-covered pretzel, but I never doubted myself that I could sell it and get a part of the share of the market as well. The cookie market, dessert market, snack market is enormous. Okay, get that in your mind first. Whatever it is that you sell that's edible, there is a market for it. The trick is trying to find out who that is and where to sell it through. That's the challenge. So the pros and the cons. If you have an old-fashioned brick and mortar store, the drawback to that is traffic. Okay, so I'm going to do a little graphic here. I'm going to draw a little store and show you. So you've got a store, okay? If this store is by itself, if it's freestanding, there's a challenge because you're not near a plaza, you're not near a shopping center, so you don't get additional foot traffic from the other shoppers who are going to the other stores that are near your store inside of a shopping center. A lot of people don't understand that. If you have a freestanding store and it's by itself with a parking lot, you have to do a tremendous amount of advertising locally, promotion locally. You got to do a lot of stuff to get people to drive and come specifically to your retail store, okay? That poses a lot of time, resources, money that's involved in just getting people to your store. That's not even promising that they're going to buy something. You have to advertise and promote yourself just to get them there. Now, if you have a store and it's part of a plaza, then what you've got is foot traffic from these other stores, okay? And I'm drawing this really quick just to show you, to prove a point. Try to prove a point and show you something. So you have 5 stores here, right? You go to a traditional shopping plaza, there's a lot of people who are going to come shopping here, 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 and they've got your store in there. So you're going to get foot traffic to these stores, okay? And those stores are going to bring potential customers. That doesn't mean they're going to buy it from you, but they may come into your store, may walk around, and then walk out, okay? So there's 2 types. You've got an independent store, which is by itself, or you can have it attached to a plaza. You're going to count very heavily on all of the foot traffic in the other stores to bring you business. You see what I'm saying? If you started in a very small community and everybody knows that you're there, the thing is that you're going to eventually max out on the amount of business that you're going to do in a small community because it's just a small community and you're relying upon the people to walk in your store. Okay, that's not a bad thing, but there is a limit to the amount of business you will do. That's a guarantee. I can tell you straight up from experience, that's how it works. But if you take your store, right, and you bring your store and you put all of your products online. This is my drawing of my computer. I hope you can see that. It's a computer. Okay, you open up a store on eBay and you start off, or maybe even an Etsy. What you're going to do is you're going to open up the door 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every single day. Traffic will come to your store in the millions, okay? I believe eBay has 4.5 million sellers and about 40 to 50 million a month, 50 million people a month going to it. Amazon, you don't even want to go there. If you're not familiar with it, you're getting in excess of probably about 100 million a month or 200 million customers, ballpark going through there. It's mind-boggling. So the fact is, like on Amazon, we have about 48 or 50 cookies that we sell, that we make right now. We just introduced a line of gluten-free cookies that we make within our bakery here in our facility. And we offer dozens and dozens and dozens of cookies for all kinds of flavors, and we're constantly adding to it, okay? But the trick is that you're getting tons more traffic. You can keep your retail storefront, that's fine. But if you open a store on the computer, you're going to open yourself up to all of these customers. And those are going to be way above and beyond anything you can have walk through your front door. And all you got to do is every day you get up, you're running two businesses. You've got your retail store, then you've got your virtual store online, and that's bringing you much, much more traffic, okay? And the reason why I say don't open a website first is that there's a lot of stuff on the back side of it. Search engines, Google search engines works off of SEO, and that's a whole other handful of videos I'd have to do on that, just to be found, okay? And there's a lot of people online selling cookies, but the trick is to go to places like Etsy and eBay where they have established platforms where they have everything set up for you. You don't have to worry about how you're going to set up your merchant payment account. You basically drop and plug in your pictures, you put a description, put a price point and shipping, and you're done. So if you're looking to sell something other than just at your retail storefront, being online, I would highly recommend it. Now, if you're online for about a year or so and you're doing very well on Etsy and eBay, I would recommend you transition into another storefront, and that would be your own website, okay? And again, I did a video recently, it's somewhere in my video listings, on how to do one yourself through Weebly. I don't get paid for Weebly, for I'm not sponsored by them, promoting them. But Weebly, I've done it 3 times. I tried to develop my own website 3 times. Weebly is the easiest one to do it. I literally built the background, the skeleton of it, just in a matter of a couple of weeks. But all the product I keep adding to it. I've got hundreds and hundreds of products on there now. It's very easy to use. So if you have the idea, if you have the mentality of kind of like the old school mentality of just staying to a brick and mortar store, try to rethink it a little bit. Be open-minded to being online. You want to be on this. You have to be online on the computer. Can you ship cookies? Yeah, you can. I've shipped chocolate pretzel rods to Singapore. I ship cookies to Europe. I've shipped them to South America. I've shipped product to Brazil. I've shipped it to Canada. We've even shipped some stuff to South Korea. Not North Korea, but South Korea. We actually shipped some products over there. We've shipped products everywhere. So I would highly recommend that you have to have some type of presence online. And if you're not familiar with it, I have consulting that's available. I can help you. That's the whole point of me doing these videos. I don't do this for popularity or some type of celebrity status. I do it to help. I have my second channel, which I've been throwing little hints here and there about my second channel. It's a premium channel. It's $12.99 a month, but you have direct access to me. My email will be given out to the subscribers. You email me with questions on how to do all this, and I'll get right back to you within 48 hours. It's part of that subscription fee. That channel should be up in the next couple days to start off with, and then I'll be constantly adding resources to it. I want that channel to be as interactive as possible, and I'm putting it up so people who are on there watching the videos can interact with each other as well. They can ask me questions, and I will be happy to help consult and show you everything you would need to know to start something from scratch. I've experienced and done it, and now I've done it successfully for close to a decade now on my own. So if you're in a product development, your stage, you have a new product, it's a food item, you want to know about labeling, you want to know about what type of package, what would you recommend, how to get into FBA with Amazon, how to start an eBay shop. I've done all of that, and I've done it through retail stores. I've worked with local retailers and even national chains. I've had products in retail stores. If you're working with a vendor outside yourself, if you want to sell to a company, I've also done that too. So I hope this video helps you out. Understand that having a brick and mortar is fine. That's good. But if you seriously want to explode your business and grow it enormously, you need to be online. Can you ship cookies and sweets and cakes and desserts? Yes. There are some items that I would not recommend you sell and ship through the internet because the shipping is just, it's not necessarily the price point. It's the actual physical shipping. It wouldn't turn out all that good. But when it comes to cookies and certain cakes or desserts, yes, you can do that. And you can make a lot of money doing it. You just need to understand how it works and how the pricing works and shipping, and you're good to go. So I hope you like my video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. If you like my drawing, yeah, you can give me a thumbs up as well on that stuff. I am actually sort of an artist, but I'm not really Van Gogh. So Share my video. Also, if you have a family member who is looking to open a business like this or expand a business, share my videos with them. I appreciate that. So if you have questions, do remember, ask me. I will be happy to help out. And then check out very soon, coming soon. I'm super excited about having that premium channel because it's going to give me a chance to actually operate and interact with the people who are watching and subscribing on a much more better one-on-one consulting to help you get your product where you need to be. So thanks again for your time, guys. Take care.